Alrighty guys, we're back for some rotation proof 5 color, and this is a Streets of New Capenna standard build. We're going to go over the deck, then hop right into some normal play mode. But first things first, for anyone who may not know, I'm Red Cat and I play aggro decks and any decks with red in them as well, so I hope that sounds fun to you guys. So what do we got in the build here? We got 4 Goldhounds, 4 Couriers, Briefcase, 3 Ecologists, Terrariums, 4 Fable of the Mirror Breakers, 3 Depopulates to make sure we keep the opponent's board clear of all their Boros creatures. We got 3 big scores, so a ton of mana fixing in this front end here, and the discard on the big score could be important in a deck like this. I'll go over that in just a second, and then yeah, the 2 treasures is just ridiculous. We have 4 Sunblade Samurais, a 5-drop 4/4 with Vigilance with Channel of 2. Luckily, that's 2 of any mana, so that's actually going to be super important here. You can discard this, search your library for a basic plains card, reveal it, put it into your hand, shuffle, you gain 2 life. So this is actually just a terrific card, and we're kind of looking at this as a 2-drop. We got Greater Tanukis here as well. This is a 6-drop 6/5 with Trample and Channel for 3. Discard Greater Tanuki, search your library for a basic land card, put it onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. We're kind of looking at this as a 3-drop, so now you're kind of seeing where the curve comes in here. We have 4 Kami Wars here, and this card is ridiculous, guys. You've seen me play it in the past, and you've definitely seen other people play it in their 5-color builds. The first ability where you can exile any non-land permanent happens to be amazing. The second ability where you can return up to 1 other target non-land permanent to its owner's hand, then each opponent discards a card, is actually terrific because you could end up returning one of your own cards to go ahead and use its ability again, like a Fable of the Mirror Breaker, for example. And then either way, your opponent still discards. And then when it comes out as the Flying Trample 6/6 Dragon Spirit, it just helps you close out that game successfully, and copying it with the reflection of Kiki Jiki is nasty to say the least. So also, it's a great way to bring your cards back from the grave that you channeled into your hand. Even though the opponent gets to choose one, sometimes they're not going to have a lot of choices anyways. So yeah, just something to think about, I guess. And then, of course, our 7-drop is Brilliant Restoration. So return all artifact and enchantment cards from your graveyard to the battlefield. This is sorcery speed, of course, and the 4 white required hopefully won't be too bad with all this mana fixing, all these ways to get planes off the Sunblade and everything like that. If you just slam all your Sunblade Samurais and Greater Tanukis back onto the board, then it's looking pretty good for you. But if you spent your time discarding Kami War to the grave off of the Fable ability or the Big Score ability, then Brilliant Restoration is going to absolutely devastate the opponent when it hits the board. In the mana base, we're kind of rocking I guess Naya colors mostly, because the only thing that's rocking the blue and the black is the Kami War. And so we have 2 Jetmir's Gardens, an Overgrown Farmland, Sundown Pass, and a Rockfall Vale here. We actually have 4 of the Vales because the top end requires a lot of red and green, which I don't think we're going to have any issues with the mana base at all, surprisingly. In the sideboard, well, not actually the sideboard, honorable mentions here. Mearshell Crab could be really good, and Colossal Sky Turtle as well, but I didn't want to put too much blue in the deck where, you know, we're not, like, yeah, we're kind of just splashing blue and black for the Kami War, and I didn't want to ruin that, especially since 5-color decks are already really greedy with mana, especially one that runs cards like Brilliant Restoration where you want a lot of white sources. Either way, let's go ahead and take this into some normal play mode and see how it does. Well, let's see if we can get right into the first match here for a little bit of good luck. Heck yeah, we do. 4 seconds, not bad at all. I'm excited. I'm actually very excited. I think, like, this is weird. But I really believe that this deck could be played without any of the dual lands. Like, there is so much mana fixing here that you could probably get away with only basic lands. Of course, you'd want a lot of red and green, but like, yeah, I don't know. I think, okay, first of all, we can do this and Goldhound this turn. We could have kept Sunblade Samurai open. Ah, Frostbite right away. Well, at least it doesn't hit the Goblin Shaman here. Cleansing Wildfire. Whoa. Whoa. Slow down there, opponent. Grab a green successfully. Let's grab a blue. Let's grab a blue. Yeah, that's actually a tough decision. So a couple Kami Wars here. I wonder what the opponent's playing. So Fable could have us discard both of the Kami Wars. And then, like, later on, like, that's just going to be ridiculous. Because we're going to be searching for Brilliant Restoration off the big score, too. Field of Ruin. Okay, we're up against some land destruction. What are the odds that we go up against land destruction when we're playing a 5-color deck? What are the odds? Okay, nice, nice. So keeping big score open could be really good, but also just playing another Fable this turn could be really good too. Let's keep it open, because we could find a Brilliant Restoration next turn and have enough mana for it, which is insane. Invasion of the Giants, nice. I have no idea what the opponent's playing, but I can only imagine that it's an Is It land destruction deck. Probably another Cleansing Wildfire here or something. Oh, they're going to keep it open maybe? Okay. Big score. Let's go ahead and ditch the Sunblade this time. I realized that that could be good. Oh, Brilliant Restoration. Nice. My turn. So, Brilliant Restoration only hits 3 cards right now, but it's probably worth it. We don't even have 2 things to exile over there. We probably should have kept one of those in our hand, honestly. Well, let's do it. Let's do it while we can, right? Boom. That is huge. Nice. Hey, thank you. Thank you, opponent. I appreciate that. We're not going to play the Goldhound because they might have a board wipe, which would be pretty bad for us. Yeah, Battle of Frosted Fire. Yeah, that'll work. That'll do it. At least the... So, we don't really want to bounce that back to their hand. We could bounce the other Kami War back to hand, though, and then exile that. Yeah, what the heck, let's do it. We could actually bounce both back, but no. We do want a creature eventually. Yeah, we have just enough mana this turn to replay. Nice, so the discard is pretty big for us. And the Kami War is just crazy. I apologize that there's no sound, by the way, guys. I do apologize for that. The game is still not completely fixed as far as the sound goes. It does bother me. I hope it doesn't bother you guys as much. So you can bounce that back to hand. Make them recast it. They have to discard again here, so they're running out of cards very fast. Fable of the Mirror Breaker is probably the best play here. And Courier's Briefcase could be good too. Might as well get it down. Yep, that's it. End turn. So Fable is a good play because the faster... Oh! They actually had, wow. They actually had enough to get rid of that. That's crazy. Okay, Greater Tanuki again. Discard 2 cards. Yeah. Yeah, we can do that. Let's see what we draw here. Okay. So the other planes is okay. We don't have a black source to actually draw 3 off the briefcase. Wait, can we tap it? No. Yeah. Wait, we do get a treasure though. Yeah, we're gonna draw 3 this time round, guys. Then again, big score is pretty good too. Let's just keep it open and see what the opponent ends up doing. This is a fun deck so far, guys. I'm surprised we were able to Brilliant Restoration so soon, but at the same time, I'm not that surprised. You know what I mean? Burn down the house. Okay. At least it doesn't hit that. That's good. Yeah, GG opponent. GG. Okay, hopefully in the next match we can actually get some sound here. Oh, we're not even getting sound at the menus. Oh my. Okay, well, I guess that's that. It's gonna be a quiet day of just me talking, I guess. Here, give me 1 second, guys. Okay. It was 1 second, right? Were you guys counting? Had to turn on a light real quick. Not a bad hand. Okay, we'll try it. We'll try it. It's not bad unless we're up against more land destruction, but even then we have plenty of basic lands to grab. Fireblade Charger, nice. Okay. Yeah, what the heck, we might as well go farmland this turn, and we might go right into Fable of the Mirror Breaker, but a little quick ramp off the Greater Tanuki could work too. So Depopulate's going to be huge against this deck. Holy cow. Little ramp off the Fable. This gives us an emergency blocker because we know how goblins work, and we know that they can really pop off with a Battlecry Goblin. So they could like play a land, play a 1-drop, buff everything, give the 1-drop haste, swing on in, and it's a huge swing. Oh, Royal Eruption. Well, a turn 4 Depopulate isn't bad. 1, 2. I'm actually gonna see what we draw, even though the ramp there could be okay. Okay, Sunblade. That's actually pretty decent, gaining 2 off of that. And getting the Courier's Briefcase down this turn. We have the 1/1 as a blocker here. And then we have this open to go ahead and gain a little bit of life and get that extra planes into our hand. And then what that ends up doing is giving us enough mana for the Kami War. Nice. So it looks like they're missing a land to actually use the Battlecry Goblin with. So play with fire. Okay. So, okay. So they probably swing for 4 then, which isn't too bad. We'll go ahead and do this now. I was thinking about doing it while that was on the stack, but since they're tapped out and we have nothing else to do. Okay, and Kami's, the Kami War can drop and exile the Battlecry Goblin. And I think that's better than the Depopulate, funny enough. I don't really want to lose Reflection right away. Really? A concede? I guess they were missing their 3rd mana. But we were playing everything so slowly that I guess Goblins doesn't have a lot to deal with the Kami War though, so yeah, I don't know. Oh man, I really wish there was sound. I'm sorry for complaining about it, guys, but I can't be the only one. At this point, I'm sure most people are just completely turning it off and playing like other music in the background, but I'm not going to be doing that. I could find like royalty-free music, I guess. Even then, I really just want to hear the game sounds, you know? Okay. The Terrarium isn't too bad. Oh, Briefcase is better, though. Well, yeah. Briefcase is better here because it helps us ramp a little bit faster, and going turn 3 big score is pretty good. Okay. We could also... Nope, I'm just holding this open. Yep, I'm holding the big score open for sure. Isn't it shocking how easy it is to play the Kami War, guys? Isn't that shocking? We can ditch a Terrarium, and I don't really want to ditch the land here. The reason the Terrarium's okay is because it does come back with a restoration. Okay, so we can actually... We have enough mana for the Kami War already. Let's go Courier's Briefcase and the Terrarium and grab a blue source. We actually have enough to go Fable here off of these 3 too, but I'm not going to. Because I want to kind of see what the opponent's actually playing first. Because, yeah, they haven't played anything. What is happening? What could they possibly be keeping open over there? You know? Okay, we could draw 3. I think keeping these back as blockers isn't working anymore. Let's swing in and see what happens. Like, I'm so confused as to what the opponent's playing. Okay, they just... I mean, yeah, they just take the 2, I guess. But we might as well go into a couple Fables. Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Why not? Why not, I guess. I don't know. I'm confused. That's 6 mana over there for the opponent. What is happening? Oh, what? Oh, it's okay. They didn't want to take one of my 1/1s, I guess? Sure, I'll take the 4. So it's a sacrifice deck, and maybe they're focused on stealing creatures, which could be really bad if we get the our dragon spirit down. Could end up being very, very bad. I'm gonna go ahead and ditch these 2 and see what we draw. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and ditch those 2 and see what we draw. We're kind of looking for Brilliant Restoration at this point. Okay, and they still have 3 mana open, but it's probably gonna be okay to go ahead and get the Kami War down. Let's start with a swing. 4 damage, nice. Get the Kami War down. And we'll hit it. Hit the ghoul. Nothing's sticking at all, so... I guess that's that. End the turn. 7, 8 mana. Oh my. Get to bounce that back to their hand, luckily. We don't want to tap down Briefcase if we don't have to. We'll discard the plains to target the Regent. Well, another Tanuki would be fine to discard too. Okay. So target, yes, I'm sure. Discard. Resolve. Yeah, we'll get rid of the plains. I guess we can actually just start playing this as a creature, so that'll probably be pretty good. Get a couple reflections here, which will be great to copy things. We could also draw 3 if that's what we're looking for, instead of just more creatures. But I think we're just going to play more creatures, even though they could steal it next turn. It'll be fine. Everything's fine. Yeah, GG opponent. Wow. 3 wins in a row over here in normal play mode. I guess take it with a grain of salt since we are in normal play mode. And that deck was weird. It seemed like they were missing something. I guess did that Regent take... Oh, there's sound right now. Did that Regent take double black to cast? Maybe they were missing the second black source that whole game? That would have sucked, but yeah, that's possible. Okay. Yeah, not a bad hand. I like it. The mana fixing, though, it's kind of crazy. Not only does like, especially, yeah, not only does the red mana fixing like help fix your mana and get your treasures and whatnot, but it also helps you filter through your hand so you're not just always drawing more mana fixing. You can get rid of those and actually look for what the deck's supposed to do. And so for being rotation proof, this is kind of insane so far, isn't it? You guys will have to let me know what you think down in the comments, but I don't know. Maybe we'll go up against some more meta decks here and have a bit more of a challenge, but I haven't felt, too scared so far. Opponent, are you there, buddy? Are you there, opponent? Oh no. So turn 1, Sundown Pass, turn 2, Forest into the Ecologist's Terrarium. Go ahead and grab like another, probably a Plains to the hand, but it depends what the opponent's playing too. Because now we got to be cautious about the land destruction like the first one. And then, but it's probably another Plains, so that way we at least have the double white for Depopulate if we top deck any land at that point then. But then, of course, turn 3 is probably going to be Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Hello! Howdy! Did you just load in, opponent? It's possible. It's very possible. So we got the third land anyways. We're still gonna go into that second Plains then here. Yep. Grab the Plains, and it's still gonna be a turn 3 Fable of the Mirror Breaker then. Flame Channeler. Okay. Oh, okay. So we'll go into Fable of the Mirror Breaker. It's fine. Is this... Wait. What did I play in my underplayed red cards? Did I play Flame Channeler in there? I feel like I played Stinger too. I doubt it's the same deck though. Okay, Play with Fire, yep. It's not the same deck, okay. I gotta be on the lookout though. I've been looking at some of the Aether Hub decks and I am astonished by the amount of downloads that some of them get. That's a big swing, opponent. I like it. I love the deck so far, actually. It's gonna feel bad that I gotta drop a Depopulate on it, but I can get rid of some land here successfully, which is weird, but we're going to. Brilliant Restoration. Okay. So we can actually get this down and Depopulate this turn. No question in my mind that we want to do that now because there's still a couple turns from powering up Den. Reckless Stormseeker. Nice. Nice. Okay, luckily we'll have a chump blocker from the Fable. Another Depopulate. That'll be an emergency. This is activate only as a sorcery for the second ability there, by the way, guys. We have the 3 white sources. This could help us ramp. Big score's probably just better, though. We're going to do big score on my turn. In case we draw a Fable of the Mirror Breaker, because I think another chump blocker would be better. Okay, I'm getting a Plains to hand. And gaining 2 life might end up saving us. Yeah. That's not too bad. And then we'll still have... no, we won't have the 7 open if we do that. No, we'll have the 7 open. Because I'll be able to play the Plains. And then we can Brilliant Restoration. Down to 8. Uh-oh. Yeah, some mono red aggro over there. I love it, opponent. I love it. So we can actually chump pretty successfully there, but I'm not going to. We're going to take the 4. Although another Depopulate next turn could be really good too. Get a Plains to hand. Maybe. Here we go. I guess the blood token's holding it open. At that point, actually, we can block. We can block. Here's why. The Brilliant Restoration is going to bring this back next turn anyways. I'm thinking too greedily about this. Like, I was thinking, oh, then we could copy something with the Fable, but at the same time, what's Restoration going to bring back other than just the Sunblade Samurai? No! A Cemetery Gatekeeper! Well, that confirms the Depopulate this turn. That is awesome, opponent. Oh my goodness. Well, let's do it. Depopulate. Oh wait, they only took a Plains. Oh wait. Wait, they didn't want us to play Plains, I guess, to take damage. It's really funny. Either way, Depopulate was good because because they had 2 creatures in that moment. Yeah, I was 100% certain that they were going to take the Sunblade Samurai because I don't know why. I didn't even look at what they took. Nice. One more mana and they can actually power that up. Swing on in. But a couple more mana, they can start powering up Den too. So we don't care much about this treasure. We'd rather get actual land onto the board. So we're actually going to use the ability here. And then our Brilliant Restoration is even better next turn. We'll go ahead and grab our island too. Yeah, I think it's just the blood token holding them up. What do you guys think? Even though we're at 8, I still don't feel that scared. We're only getting 3 things back from the Brilliant Restoration. But it's 3 very powerful things. Very, very tough creatures to actually get around. Yeah, 6/5 trample and a 4/4 samurai, and then the Fable of the Mirror Breaker. And we could just start casting these outright from our hand too, so the opponent needs a lot here. They need to start by actually drawing land too. It's kind of rough. Oh no, my fellow mono red player. I'm sorry. GG, opponent. GG. Well, we're 28 minutes in. I don't know how we're making such good time, but let's just keep on going. Rotation proof, 5 color. Doing a thing over here in normal play mode right now. Yeah. Feels good. Feels very good. Okay. Yeah, it's fine. There's not a lot we can do against like aggro with this setup, but we should be okay for now. Virtuoso, oh crap. Okay, Depopulate's pretty good, I guess. And we'll just get Sundown Pass down this turn too. And we got to set up for the ramp off the Greater Tanuki probably. Homestead Courage. So Greater Tanuki ramp, or sacrifice Goldhound to depopulate next turn. If it's a Tameo safekeeping, the depopulate doesn't do it anyways. I'm going to chump here. If they give it trample, they give it trample. Oh yeah, charge through. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. Ooh, buddy, Virtuoso's scary. We might die before we even get a chance to play Depopulate. So, GG? Question mark? So let's get the other planes down. Fable of the Mirror Breaker was a good draw because we were about to just ramp off the Tanuki, but Fable of the Mirror Breaker at least gets us a chump blocker if they don't have more trample. Either way, this Virtuoso could close out this match so fast that this might be the first loss of the night, which is actually, I'm still just thoroughly impressed with this deck overall. See, they still got 2 forests open, guys. This is probably game over. They probably have the trample required here. They dropped the good game. Yeah, good game. Woo, buddy. Virtuoso's scary. Snakeskin Vale. So we could have played it differently and not had played around the Atamio safekeeping because we don't know if it was actually in the opponent's deck. And so the Depopulate, ramping into Depopulate off the Goldhound might have been the answer there to actually keep us in the game a little bit longer. But as we know, going up against like Selesnya Virtuoso, it really does, you got to play it as like, oh, the opponent has whatever I'm expecting them to have in their hand. So every turn you got to say, oh, they got an open green source, Snakeskin Vale, or oh, they probably have trample this turn, and then anything like that. And you got to kind of play it like that, but we don't see Tamio safekeeping too often in builds like that either. So I don't know. I don't know if playing around it was the wisest thing. Ruin Crab. Oh, this will be interesting. This is going to be a good match. They could end up getting rid of all of our brilliant restorations before we have a chance. Although Depopulate, we can't Depopulate unless we use this as a white source, and I'd rather go Greater... one of the restorations is in the grave. We only have 2 more. Oh my goodness. Okay, that didn't hit one. They go for the Hideous Laughter. Doesn't hit very hard in this deck, luckily. Populate only hitting the Ruin Crab is just like, that's probably not what we want to do. Let's keep these open. This is awkward, guys. This is awkward. Oh no. See if they take this one. Nice, because they have no idea what we're playing. They don't want their Ruin Crab to die to a combat trick. All right, we need to get Brilliant Restoration into our hand as soon as possible. Need to draw it, or a big score, something that actually can draw us what we need. So let's grab a blue source here before it gets put into the grave or something. Okay, another land. Ooh, buddy, that's bad. Okay, well, now it's gonna come down to actually drawing what we need, unfortunately. I'm super tempted to attempt the Depopulate this turn, just for the 1 Ruin Crab. Is that a bad play? They end up blocking this time round. Yeah, I think it's a bad play because I'd rather thin out the deck with the Sunblade Samurai. As terrible as that sounds to thin out the deck against Mill. Ooh, buddy, okay. We'll do that after, unless we run out of planes here. Come on, don't hit another restoration. Oh, it's gonna come down to luck, guys. It's gonna come down to luck. Don't hit a restoration. Okay, another planes is gone. Do we draw 3 off the Briefcase instead? Yeah, we probably want to do that, huh? They were looking at the Briefcase, and that kind of reminded me that that gives us a better chance of drawing restoration. Not that time. Oh, oh, that's a lot of land. Oh, no. Oh, no. We kind of helped them mill a little bit, too, here. So I guess we can... I guess we could depopulate this turn. I mean, we probably got to kill that ruin crab. Or attempt to, I should say. Okay, let's do it. It doesn't matter what mana we actually keep open. We could actually thin out the deck with the Terrarium too. Over the Samurai. Oh, nice. Nice. Geist Wave. That was sick. Ah, we still didn't draw a restoration. We don't even have the white sources required. We gotta go... I'm gonna do it on my turn, guys. Okay, you see those two brilliant restorations still in there? Yep, they're in there. Discard a card, get rid of a forest. Oh boy, guys, I don't know if we're making it out of this one. Ruin Crab? Yep. Ruin Crab? Okay, yep. I was expecting a third Ruin Crab, just playing around a board wipe that entire time. Looking for their land. Gonna hit 6 more cards here. Oh, they missed it. They missed the land. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, they had a land in hand. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, crap. What are they? Okay, the restorations are still in the deck. We can still do this. They do that to draw an extra. No, where are the restorations? No. What's our chance of drawing it, do you guys suppose? 14%, man, that seems pretty high. I like thinning out the deck is just so bad. All right, we're gonna start by cycling. This is so bad, guys. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, hear me out. Maybe we should have just been playing our creatures down instead of looking for restoration. Oh my goodness. That's all of our basic land, okay? We have 11 cards remaining. Get ready to drop the good game, as we're probably dead here. Down to 4 cards. No, 8 cards. No, 5 cards? Question mark? Did we lose the, Oh yeah, we lost one there. Yeah, good game, opponent. I didn't do anything that game, as we were just... as we were just searching the entire time. Well, there's the dark side of the deck, guys. Sometimes you don't see the keystone of the build. That being said, we have tons of ways to actually find it, from Fable to Big Score and all the other goodies to help us find what we need. And there were I probably should have just been playing out my creatures and then tried to swing on in with those creatures. The problem with that, as we saw, they did have cards that could return creatures to their hand, so they could have just really slowed us down anyways by bouncing our big chunky creatures back. So we really needed that restoration there. Okay, here's the build again, guys. Overall, I really liked this. Rotation proof. And I'm still convinced that you could probably get away with playing only basic lands. That might not be the best idea, by the way, but I think you might be able to get away with it and not have too hard of a time. You're definitely going to have a hard time sometimes, like for sure, 100%, but yeah. I don't know. Overall, I liked the deck. Depopulate is actually just really freaking good with like a Courier's Briefcase that gives you that green-white citizen anyways. And then other than that, the Depopulate only works if you ever have to blow up your own manifest as well to draw a card, I mean. Other than that, it's a pretty solid board wipe, I would say. You know, we couldn't run Doomscar in the deck since this is rotation proof. I think the Sunblade Samurai and the Greater Tanuki, really just all the mana fixing in the build just ends up working out beautifully. Kami War would have been a great draw in that last match too, to be able to get rid of that crab as soon as possible and eventually give us a big flying threat too that they really don't want to return to our hand. We got a little unlucky in that last match, if I'm being real with you guys. But yeah, I don't know what I would change at all. Like, you guys will have to let me know in the comments what you would end up changing, because I don't think I would change anything. I just really like this build. Getting 6 matches in under 40 minutes too. That's pretty awesome. So yeah, hey, either way, if you made it this far into the video, y'all are champions, and I super duper appreciate you, and I will see you in the next video.